on this episode of Bot versus Con.
Try your hand at painting.
No. The missing link. I don't know how good this one is, as a KO or anything like that.
I don't remember the wheels on the arms.
I don't remember that either. Yeah, I'm I cannot unsee that now.
So I think this thing's gonna look really nice.
It looks good. It really does. It would probably be a harder pass if they were masterpiece size.
I think this is a very good set in alt mode too.
Yeah, looks very good. I'm enjoying it. A part of it, and I paid such and such, and then they jack the price up, and it's like the first part's $500, and the next part's $1,000, and then whatever. I'm like,
this is Bot versus Con. Make sure to subscribe and consider becoming a member.
Welcome back, Transformers fans, to another thrilling episode of Bot vs. Con. As always, I'm James the Con.
And I'm Bobby the Bot.
And before we get into the news, we want to give a big shout out to the Chosen Prime for sponsoring our channel. We really appreciate it, and you guys should go check them out to go ahead and pre-order a lot of the stuff we're going to be talking about, and a lot of the stuff we have talked about, and a lot of the stuff we will talk about on the next episode. Also, we want to give a big shout out to our members. We really appreciate you joining us along this journey and keeping our ring lights on. We really appreciate it. And if you're just a sub, we really appreciate it as well. So thank you for standing there with us as we talk about Transformers. So now let's get into the news. And the first thing is something I think Bobby's really going to be interested in, especially with his name, Bobby the Bot. And that is a sale. So are you ready for Toy Dojo's holiday flash sales? They're going to be doing it from 12/12 to 12/24. And they're just going to be throwing in a little figures here and there that was on sale during Black Friday, but I'm assuming didn't sell. So you'll probably be getting 6, 7, 20 of these figures coming to your house?
No comment.
Okay, well, I'll let you guys decide what that no comment is. And moving on, we've got some new TFCon LA special guests. So we've got Casey Calder. I don't know why I added an I to his name and said that weird. Or Jack Lawrence. So they're both comic book artists. It looks like if this is their art, they do some really cool stuff. So will you be getting things signed by them? I know you're really like Combiner Wars, and it looks like that's what that Devastator and Slingshot are. I don't know which Aerobot that is.
Firefly and Air Raid, I believe.
Okay. Yes, you're right. I always get their names mixed up. But since you like Combiner Wars so much, will you be getting that signed?
Of course not. No, I don't have a connection to the comic art. These do look really good though, but no, I will not be doing that.
Yeah, but it is really cool for everybody that is a fan of these comics to go ahead and get it signed. I know Wreckers and the Lost Light are very, very popular in the fandom, so I could see Jack Lawrence in particular, having a large line. So go ahead and get it signed, Bobby. And with that, we will be right back with what's just announced. And we're back with just announced, and I do think that this next item is going to be something Bobby likes. It's two things he likes, and that's a non-transforming figure and something from one of the movies. So we know that is Bobby's favorite little thing to go to, and that is AMK Rise of the Beast Scourge, or YOLO parts, excuse me. And I guess it's an upgraded release of the plastic kit. So it has a premium finishing diecast parts, LED lights, Bobby, and more accessories. So when can we expect to see this in your collection?
Clearly, there's more than one Bobby on this stream, because I don't know who you were talking to. I do like LED lights. That would probably be it for me on this character. Wasn't really a fan of the character in the movie. Wasn't a fan really of the movie that much. And I'm not too much of a fan of non-transforming Transformers. Thank you very much.
Well, with this figure, I actually saw the original version in person, and it was a cool looking action figure, disconnecting it from Transformers. So this is a good, I would say this is probably a good figure. It doesn't, to me, look like a Transformer at all. It looks like something more out of Pacific Rim. But it's cool, so if you pick it up, I'd say, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I don't Yellow Park seems to be making great stuff, and I know they have a big following. So I think it's awesome. I just don't have any in my collection.
Uh-oh.
No uh-ohs.
Next, we have Mechanical Skull Studios G2 weapons.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they're really cool. In the comics, they had a lot of these crazy, over-the-top guns for G2, and I wouldn't mind picking these up if they were like $2-3 a weapon.
I don't remember them from G2.
You don't know the comics. It was only in the comics.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about the G2 toys as well.
No, the toys didn't have these guns. It was only in the comics.
Okay. Then yes.
From what I remember, please educate me down below if some of the toys did come with these guns with magazines and whatnot. But I'm pretty sure it's only the comics.
Okay, that makes sense then. Yeah, I have no connection to them. They look good. If I saw them, maybe like you said, for a couple of bucks here and there, I wouldn't go out of my way to pick them up. Again, simply because I don't have a connection, and the guns that these figures came with are kind of fine enough for me right now.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Next up, Tim Hedda showed that they're going to have this is the new product preview. It's a 100 micron magnified SS rebound ball grounding foot. Don't know what that means, but I think it's for Dropkick. I don't know. You remember the blue one from Bumblebee? It could be completely wrong, and it could be for another Studio Series figure, like Studio Series 86 Prime. I don't know. But
I was thinking Prime, but I don't know.
Oh, it could be Prime.
That's what I was thinking. Anytime I see blue feet, I
was joking about the Studio Series 86 Prime, but I don't know.
I don't have.
That'd be funny if you pull it out and look, he has the same feet.
Yeah, I don't have mine.
It doesn't have these feet. I remember because the things were the backwards.
Yeah, but he doesn't have those feet at all. But yeah, that's so. I don't know. You could be right with Dropkick. I don't know whose feet those are, but
I mean, they look good though.
They look good.
Yeah,
a lot of detail.
Mm-hmm. Fun B Studios. Oh, excuse me. Got ahead of myself. First, we have the 3D printed custom-made heads, which you need to pick up. They showed off some more, and we've got Ratchet. And can I say that this Ratchet head looks really nice on this figure?
Yeah, it does. Ratchet looks good. Wheeljack looks good. Bumblebee looks good. Jazz. I mean, a lot of these look good.
I think you need to pick them up and try your hand at painting.
No. Oh, no.
It'll be easy.
Then why don't you do it for me? Pick them up and
I don't have these characters. I'm not doing it for you.
Yeah, you can pick them up and paint them for me.
If anybody out there wants to paint these for Bobby, please let them know. Because that is not something that I will do. Next up, we have the Go Better, I think that's what it is, upgrade set for Cybertron Starscream.
There's a lot of pieces here, and I was trying to figure out where everything fit in, like a before and after, as I was looking at these. Didn't you pick this figure up?
I think you did too, didn't you? I think it's still in box. I could be wrong, but I know I picked it up. It's a really good figure. I don't know what any of these things do either, besides the gap fillers.
I thought I picked it up. I don't see it, but yeah.
Either which way, even I messed around with this figure quite a bit, and I don't know what most of these do. I couldn't follow it. There was like a 10-step thing with them installing it, and I'm like, what's the difference between the first step and the last step? So I'm probably missing something, but if they do something for you, amazing. Pick it up.
Yeah, I think you should go ahead and get it so you can give us details of what it does.
This figure will not be making its way onto one of my shelves.
Oh, okay.
It is packed away in a tote.
Okay. There we have it.
I packed away most of my Hasbro figures. Next, we have Fun B Studios Minecart. I don't know if this is from TF1 or from G1 or from Beast Wars, but it does look cool.
I think this was TF1, didn't I?
I think it was. It didn't say from what I saw.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is from TF1 when Prime at the very beginning when Orion Pax was jumped into one of these, I believe, when we first got introduced to Megatron or before.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Megatron.
Yes.
So I think this is, and it looks very detailed. I mean, given that this is a render, but yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I agree. It's cool, especially if you could put a little Optimus figure in there, like it comes off. But speaking of TF1, DNA Designs have the Studio Series Prime and Megatron kits, and it's cool that they're including them together. So it comes with different hands for Prime because he has his new forearms, some different heads, which we'll go over, a new waist piece for Megatron, and some guns. So why don't we just dive into it, and we'll start off with Optimus. Personally, I still don't like this tannish color. I don't remember him being that color even when he was dirty in the movie. I don't know why they went with this design. I don't like it. But color aside, I think the design, the DNA kit does wonders for the alt mode, especially because he doesn't just have his hands sticking out of the back. And the open hands do look a little nicer as well.
I never noticed, probably because I wasn't going to pick this up, but I never noticed how the hands just stood out in the back like that.
Super visible. And I think they also do blend in nicely to the blue in the legs. But if it was in front of you, you would see it. It's different in a picture like this, in a 2D picture.
Yeah. It looks a lot better.
Yeah. Same thing could be said about the Megatron. I think the increased waist looks better. The head looks nicer. And the guns do wonders for this figure, both in bot mode and in alt mode. I don't think the alt mode is accurate to the screen anymore, but goodness gracious, it should have been. That looks so much better than what's next to it.
He's doing damage.
The other one looks very weak.
Well, he has one weapon only. Well,
not that. It's also like a little skinny nozzle. It doesn't look tough.
Yeah. It's I think this is a good upgrade set.
And it's cool that they package them together. I think you really like the little stand.
That I like that.
It comes with. I think that's cool too.
Yes. And it looks like everything stores on it.
Yes. And Megatron has a screaming face, which is also really cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
You need to get this though. They're repainting the gun specifically for Vector Prime, and you are buying all the upgrade sets for this.
Correction. I'm buying a upgrade set for it.
Tomato. So go ahead and pick up this gun. I do think it looks really neat, honestly, with Vector Prime.
It does look good, but I won't be picking it up.
I want to see the price because I wouldn't mind getting one of the pink versions for some of my Decepticon fembots. I think it's a cool looking gun. I think I said that since the beginning. And getting a single gun for like $4.99, I totally pick it up.
Yeah, it's a great looking gun. I like the details, and even though it's the same gun, the colors do make it look like it's a different gun.
It really reminds me of Halo. I never played Halo. Well, I never had it myself. I played it at friends' houses. Okay. But this gun really reminds me of that.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah. Big Firebird showed off this teaser. They put these next to each other. I don't think it's the same character.
Yeah,
they don't look like the thighs are completely different unless there's like an armored mode where that stuff goes on them. But to me, these are not the same thing. But I'd be interested to see what the silhouette actually is.
Yeah, I like the way both look. Definitely would want to see more though.
Yeah, to me it looks like Laser Prime.
Don't have an idea of who it looks like, but I just like the way it looks. I was thinking like some version of like a Hot Rod variant or a Rodimus variant with the flames.
I mean the Prime with the long nose from G2 Prime with the shoulder things on the side.
Oh, okay.
Laser Prime. That's what I was saying.
Yes. Okay. I'm sorry.
I'm like, I know you know who that is. That's who it looks like to me. But those little things sticking out,
the little round things, throw me off. The tires.
I don't know. Maybe it's Toxitron. That'd be awesome.
You would love that.
I would buy it. Isaac Ryan posted this 3D printed set. We usually don't talk about those, but I thought, why not? For the Arcee, the Prime Arcee bike mold that just kind of tuck the wheels behind the leg. And it does look better, I've got to say. But I don't know if I would spend my time printing these things out. And I guess it gives her a toe, too.
Did you see it? Yeah, so it's a new foot as well. Did you include any of the other pictures?
No, this was it.
Yeah, it tucks the tire behind the leg a little bit and cleans it. It really cleans it up a lot, so you get more of a bot look to the figure, and it also transforms with them on. So, and it looks good as well. So, I know that this was a mold that Hasbro rolled out to death with different repaints. So, I think it's a good looking set.
Yeah, and I really like Flame War as a character from BotCon, and as this figure as well. And I wouldn't be opposed to getting this, but I don't think I'd spend money on it, honestly.
Yeah, and I have all three, so it would be, Prime Arcee, Flame War, and Ariel.
And you might be able to get the white one from Ariel for the G2 one.
Yeah, so I mean, like I have...
And the black one might work for the red one. I don't remember the name of that one.
Yeah, they I don't either.
Do you have Prime Arcee?
Yeah, I ended up buying Prime Arcee.
Oh my god, that must have been a slow month.
Yeah, she was on sale too, so yeah, I did buy Prime Arcee.
Well, with that revelation, let's move on to the final thing on Just Announced, which, I like to end these off with KOs. And it's a KO of Optimus Prime that you need to pick up, and that is the Missing Link Optimus Warrior. They're really treading the line there of the G1 Missing Link Optimus, which is actually really cool. And I don't know the price on this. I haven't seen it anywhere. But I would be interested in picking this up. Take that back. I'd be interested in picking this up if it was like $19.99. Which I could see it being because it's a KO. And they vary wildly in prices.
Yeah, they do vary wildly in prices. Yeah, I really enjoyed the Missing Link Prime, so it's cool that it's available. Yeah, I would recommend the Missing Link. I don't know how good this one is, as a KO or anything like that. I won't be picking it up, but
pick up another one.
No, I'm good. I already have I already have two. I'm good.
Get a third. Get a fourth, technically.
Yeah, no. I'm good.
And a fifth, maybe. Maybe you should repaint one. With the heads that you're repainting, you could practice your paint on this first.
Yeah, right. Good luck in that happening.
That would actually be kind of cool to get this KO and repaint it, but you'd probably unscrew it and it'd probably fall apart on you. So with that, we will be right back with the updates. Now let's get into the updates, and again, I think we're starting off with something Bobby wants. And that is Transformers Legacy United Armada Universe Wheeljack. And they are making these things with way too many names. So, when can we see a review on this?
When it comes in.
Oh, so you actually did pre-order it?
I did.
Really? Oh. I don't remember the wheels on the arms.
I don't remember that either.
I don't think the SG one had that.
I don't remember that. Especially since you can also, from the side, see the
wheels right here. Yeah. I don't like that personally, but,
I didn't notice that until you just pointed that out. I
didn't notice it until right now either.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to keep my pre-order on this, but I do like the way this looks.
I think the colors are good, and I think if you get it, you'd keep it in alt mode. This mold is showing its age, though.
Definitely. Oh, yeah, definitely. It's
what? 6 years old?
I was going to say 5, but yeah.
5 years old, maybe, at this point?
Yeah. So, I don't know. I have it pre-ordered. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not, but yeah, I do have it pre-ordered.
All right, well, surprised me. And this is via CSBIAOO on Twitter.
Yeah. I have to go look at the wheels now.
Yeah, that's weird. Trumpeter and Hobby Boss showed off more pictures of the Bumblebee Wheeljack. Some great little details.
There are. I don't like the head on this. It reminds me of the alien from Independence Day.
Oh, I could see that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see it.
Yeah.
But it is a movie figure, so.
Yeah. So
it's still like this movie's so old, and we're getting figures still on it. So I don't know. Maybe these have been in development hell for the last 6 years or 7 years, and they're just now coming out. But maybe it's time to retire a project, which taken that long.
That's all I can think of is that these have just been in process for so long. They have to get something out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
It's not a bad looking figure though.
No, it's not a bad looking figure.
It looks kind of cool actually in certain aspects.
Next we have Oddly Alpha Action Elite. They keep, I think they're doing it on purpose to make me mad. Arcee, Starscream, and Prime. And I really thought Prime was peeing on Starscream in that picture, but it's not. It's a lightsaber.
Oh man. Yeah. I'm. I cannot unsee that now, and I'm just thinking of so many things that I shouldn't be thinking of right now. These look really cool though. They look really good. I like the way these look a lot. Not picking any of them up, but I do think that these options for non-transforming figures, there's a fix out here for you. Whatever it is, they have a fix for you.
I cannot find anywhere that's selling these online, so I don't know how to get them. So let me know if you know how. I know Bobby will probably pick up Prime. I was going to say something. So let's keep it going and Go Better Studios. Arcee Studios showed off the Rodimus Prime head kit.
It looks good.
It does. It looks much better than the one that came on it.
Yeah.
Will you be picking it up for your Kingdom?
No.
4 or 5 year old Primal?
No.
Rodimus.
Initially, I thought I was because I was thinking that this was going to go on the MP, which again is even an older figure. But no, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Now let's get into some interesting stuff with Jezzy or Jazz, and Jazz does rule. So before we I have a lot of pictures showing this off. So let's talk about the accessories. You get speakers, you get 2 guns, and you get swords.
I don't know of Jazz with swords. Again, I'm a G1er, so I think of a grappling hook maybe. Definitely the speakers, handgun, something on the shoulders maybe. But they look cool. They look really cool.
Yeah, let us know if you use swords, because I don't know either. But they're cool. So let's get into probably the most controversial mode, and that is the car mode, which is Cybertronian, but I don't think that's what's controversial about it. I think that it doesn't really look like Jazz, personally. Something's weird about it. Colors, yes. Talking more like the shape of the car doesn't really look like the Porsche that we're used to. But again, for a Cybertronian Jazz, I think it looks cool. I love the big thruster right in the back. That is so Cybertronian and cool. I love the windows going all the way around. I honestly do like this car mode for what it is. It's not my favorite. And it is supposedly MP scale, but I do think this looks nice.
I'll also throw in the wheels. I love the rims on it. Mm-hmm. I love the maybe it looks like a big air intake in the front of the car. I like this alt mode. Do I like it for Jazz? Not necessarily, but then as you mentioned, this looks like a Cybertronian vehicle. I have to get out of my head about the G1 Cybertronian vehicle that he turned in.
Oh, thank God this doesn't look like that.
But this is, the Porsche in general, the Cybertronian vehicle, they're more rounded edges. This is definitely not rounded. It's a lot of square and sharper edges is what I should say to this. But I like it. I do like it, and it's a deviation from Jazz that I like.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that. So this is also by Bingo Toys. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I really like the finish on this, and both the Spider Girl and the Windblade had amazing finishes. So I think this thing's gonna look really nice.
It looks good. It really does.
And now let's get into the bot mode. And a little bit of the car mode. So we have him with his boombox and him with the swords right there, and then the boombox make big cat ears for him. So what do you think about this?
Again, G1, I'm used to the speakers being kind of on his waist a little bit, so don't know if that.
It didn't come over the windows, because that's what I'm used to, is like they come out of the window.
He had the speakers. I mean, not speaker. The
missiles.
No, I guess they are kind of like speakers, but like a bullhorn, megaphone. They look like
okay
megaphones on his. Instead of speaker, like these look like speakers. So usually the speakers were like on his hips or whatever.
Okay, but so in the Jazz I'm used to, which was the Thrilling 30 Generations, the speakers came over the windows.
Okay, so then that's probably where they're taking this from.
No, he's holding it like a boombox.
Well,
I think he's just holding it for fun. I don't think that's where they like clip into.
That's what I'm saying, but it's still over his shoulder. I'm saying they may not connect on bot mode, but since he's holding them there instead of carrying it down here, it's more like, to me it seems closer to a comparison of what you're talking about than what I'm thinking of.
Oh, I just think they made Jazz holding a boombox.
Okay, yeah. So because they're speak. I don't know. I just don't look at it that way, but hopefully they tab in somewhere. Otherwise, I don't want to have him holding them. So then you're looking at two pieces that you have to find a home for. Excuse me,
the
in
box.
Bot mode. Yeah, exactly. But I think the bot mode in general looks really good as well. I think he definitely has the ab crunch that you always talk about. Definitely some articulation there. I know you skipped past it. I didn't like the way the speakers looked on the car mode. It looked.
They look like the cat ears. I didn't really like it. It's kind of like they forced it in.
Yeah, I'd rather them have been more on the side instead of sticking up. But I think this looks very, very good. It almost looks like a powered up Jazz.
Yeah. I actually really like this too. I want to see the price and the size. Because it says MP, but MP's all over the place with these car bots, especially with that Prowl from Generation. No, what is the one? Dreamstar, which I know isn't MP Prowl, it's MP Devastator, but still, that thing's gonna be huge. So I want to see the size, I want to see the price, but I think I might be in on this, and I hope the missile gun can plug into his shoulder, so we could have a shoulder missile, because he does have that, right? I'm not tripping. Jazz is supposed to have a missile launcher on his shoulder, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I was thinking I'm looking at this one and I see it's on his
which is weird, like a seeker.
Yeah. So, I don't really like that.
No, I hope that goes over his shoulder.
Okay. Yes. So when you said it, I was thinking you like it like this, and I was just like, well,
no. I want it over his shoulder.
Yeah. So
I think this thing looks great. Paint apps look amazing. Silver looks great. I want to see a little bit more, but
yeah. And I love the red around
Jazz for me.
Yeah, I love the front spoiler, the red.
Yes.
Around that looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in on this.
Good. Well, I'm glad we both agree on something for once. Let's move into this. They showed off Xtransbots toys. Excuse me. Showed off Spectre General. Different head sculpts, and I did put in the one for that we've already seen, the skeleton one. I don't like them personally.
You don't like the head?
Any of them? Well, besides the skull one looks good.
Okay.
The rest of them, he looks like a big puppy dog with the red head. And that might be what Magnus and yours look like, but that's all I see. He looks sad in all of them.
Yeah.
And then the other one, I don't even know what's going on there.
It's almost like a Metroplex head, almost.
That's what I was thinking, with the little beady eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like any of these heads, but the skeleton one, they are really forcing you to put the skeleton one on this figure.
Yeah, this is, more Delta Magnus, of course. And somebody asked in the comments if you knew, I don't know, where the name General Spectre came from.
I don't.
Okay, so it was something that we didn't answer in the comments, so I don't know either, so please let us know where the name comes from. And he actually thought that you would know in particular, so...
because he's a Spectre, and he's a general of an army.
Yeah, that's pretty much where
honestly, I don't know. So.
I do like the skull head. It just looks like they're putting a lot of thought in the skull.
There was a new video. I didn't add video of that. Obviously, you can't add video in this, but they're putting a lot of effort into that, and the other ones are there.
Yeah, the second one on the top far right, it looks like he's pouting a little bit.
All of them look at the one below that one. That even looks worse. Yeah. He's so sad. I feel bad for him.
I know, he needs a big old Cybertronian hug.
Yeah, I know.
Or a cup of Energon, that's what he needs.
When you get it in, go ahead and give him his cup of Energon and a hug for him. Next up, we have Great Works, the prototype Weirdwolf.
I don't know what size this is.
Legends.
Okay. It looks good. It looks pretty accurate. I don't know this company, but it looks pretty accurate.
So I do think they're a new company.
Yes, I should have said that instead of I don't know this company. They are a new company. It looks pretty good. It for a legend scale figure.
Yeah, it does look good. It's very like King Toys, but not like to the degree King Toys goes. Very Mecha, very Gundam. A little too much for me, honestly, and he looks very poofy. His chest is round, his arms are round, his legs are kind of poofy, and Weirdwolf was always kind of like that with like the arms and stuff, so I get it. But even if this was MP, I'd probably skip on it, just because I don't really like how poofy he looks.
Too much sodium in his diet.
He needs to go on a diet?
I said too much sodium in his diet.
Oh, yes, you are correct. He does. This is Sodium Wolf, so... Next up, they also showed off the Predaking, which I think you need to get. I don't think you have a Predaking like this in your collection.
I don't. I'm going to pass on this.
No, you can just pick it up.
No, I'm good. No, it looks good.
You don't have this in your collection. And it'll go great with the SD one you're going to get.
No, I already have. I don't need any more Predakings.
The King doesn't count. That's its own thing.
It is. But it counts for me. I really like it.
Because I do think this looks really nice. The only thing, my gripe with it, which isn't really a gripe because I understand for combined mode, I don't like how Razor Claw is so much bigger than the rest of them. Because that was always the thing with Predaking, is all of the members were huge and they were all the same size. Compared to the other G1 combiners.
Very true.
And I get it. For combined mode, it makes it a lot easier. But still. You know, and Dive Bomb's wings are ginormous, and they look smaller on the combined mode than on the one next to it. So I think they put the wrong wings on the wrong figure.
I really do like the way the wings, especially as you go out to the outer feathers or whatever. I like the detail of the gold into the black. I like the gold sticks out a little bit past the black, so it gives it some definition in there. Mm-hmm. I also think that the Razor Claw's lion head on his chest looks kind of soft.
Yeah.
It almost looks like if I put my dog in a Halloween costume.
Well, that would be an instant buy.
Yeah, but I think these look good still. Again, I don't need them in my collection. It would probably be a harder pass if they were masterpiece size.
It would be a harder pass?
Yeah, because
no, if these were MP sized and they were G1 accurate, you'd be picking them up.
That's what I said. It would be harder to pass on those.
Oh, I thought you meant to be a harder pass, like a hard pass. Not
no. It would be a harder pass. If
okay.
It's easy to pass on them because they're legend size, and I don't need them. I already have representations of these. But if they were MP size, I'd be like, oh, this is somewhat different than Kang and da da da.
Somewhat, I would be in if somebody made
G1
a G1 accurate Predaking in MP sized. I would be in. If this was MP sized, I'd have to cancel some pre-orders to figure it out. But I would be in. Because, like Predaking's my favorite combiner.
Yeah.
And Kang is great. But I kind of want a representation that looks more like this on my shelf.
Same here. And that's why I'm going with the SD one. That one's good enough to give me a representation of a G1 figure. I think these are going to more than likely be more expensive than that, and I just don't want to spend that much for that.
Do it. You got nothing to lose. Next up, we have Transart Toys Lightning PSA, which they say that this should arrive soon to merchants, and you're welcome to buy it. They also say, who would have thunk? But they also said when playing, special attention should be paid to the pieces up here and to make sure that you're transforming it, because you want to make sure that the toy must not be damaged by miracles. Again, that's translation, but I think that's funny. This makes me not want to pick it up, because if you're giving a PSA before the figure is even out on how the figure can break by transforming it, I'm like, that's concerning.
I really want to know the content of miracles. So maybe it
could be like miracles. Like, I know you don't know, but Dark Souls miracles are just spells. So
yeah, I don't know anything.
Casting magic spells at this figure.
Yeah, I was already out on this, so this is another reason to be out. Even they could have said it was perfect, and I still would have passed. But I think you should get it.
No, I'm definitely passing on this. If they do a repaint, then I'll pick it up, whether it's the Purple Universe repaint or Windraiser, because I want those figures in MP scale. Not so much just normal Silverbolt. I'm not the biggest fan of Silverbolt. Not because I don't like him, I just don't remember him from the show, from when I was a kid. I remember the toy, but I don't remember his character at all.
I remember the character, and I remember I didn't like the character, and that's still what I'm going with.
You need to do a hate purchase and pick it up. Let me know how it is.
Definitely not. Let us know if you're going to grab it, though.
Next,
or if that public service announcement makes you not want to grab it.
Yeah, it's concerning.
Yeah.
It hasn't even come out yet. Anyways, we've got Mecha Invasion's Giant Legion, a Bulldozer, and Excavator. Very, very creative names. But I do got to say, they put out, Meg Motion put out about a 9-minute review. Did you watch that?
I did watch it.
They look great. The transformation looks fun. They have ab crunches. I'm all in. The only thing I have to say is that silver scoop on Scavenger looks a little weird with it all being in silver.
I agree.
But again, the whole set's kind of weird, so I'm okay with it.
I didn't realize just how much these two were similar.
They're the same figure with just slightly remolds here and there.
Yeah. I knew it was the legs, but I saw that during the transformation how the arms work and everything, and it's really the same arms and the same legs, and pretty much the same. So that threw me off a little bit. I didn't really like that aspect too much. It's not going to derail me from picking up this set, but it is something that I was hoping it wasn't going to be that, and that's my big, not really big knock on this set.
Yeah, no, I see that too. But again, it makes sense. Maybe they had to do something to make it super stable. Versus, And here they are with all of their, I was going to say wave mates, but that's not the right word. They're combiner mates. And they all look very, very good together.
They do. And that's why, as I said, that threw me off about this. Like, all the other four look so different. And then these two are pretty much, can't say a repaint, but just, little modifications.
It's a remold of each other.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but that's
But at the same time, when they're lined up like this, they do look different.
well, yeah. It's the wonders of paint,
And
and color.
changing the knee pads on that one guy and the scoop coming off the back. Just those
It's-
kind of tell you who's who. You know what I
those
mean?
Those are the two things.
Yeah, but that's like their main characteristics. Well,
Yeah.
not the knee pads, but it shows you he's a bulldozer.
Yeah, but I mean, they look great together. I'm still waiting on my second set to come in, yet alone the third set.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't even think they've shown off a price technically for the second set. So
Yeah, but I'm glad. Hopefully, that means that we'll be getting these and completing this set by maybe the summer. Hopefully,
I think we'll see it before then.
I'm hoping so too.
I think
but-
they're finished. I think they said they wanted it finished before Chinese New Year.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did say that. So that would be great. So then it's going to be 2 bots coming out in maybe January
and then two more shortly after
coming
that. Yeah.
in the next month. So,
I mean, it seemed like once we saw the finished one, the finished figures like out like by main motion on the first one, they were out like the next week.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little longer, but I think we'll see them soon.
Yeah.
And I think this is the mode yours are going to live in because you really like these alt modes, correct?
I do, and I'm thinking again. Watch our Devastator War videos. They should be popping up.
It should be up next week sometime.
Yeah, so watch those, and we'll kind of give little tidbits. Don't have them all in hand yet, so things may change. But so far, I'm thinking that these are gonna probably be my alt modes.
Yeah, I mean they look great, and this is the type of treads I like. They still are green and they still have purple, but they have the realistic black going around it instead of the green or purple treads, which make no sense. This is more real, and I do like that.
Yeah, I like the big scoop on Bone Crusher. I like the way
think it's
that looks.
cool shape.
Yeah, I like the gray at the bottom to kind of make it look like I don't know what its purpose is. It looks like it might be a filter or something like that. I don't know anything about construction vehicles, but anytime I see a hole in something solid, I think of it's filtering something out, whatever. But anyways, they look great. I like the windows on both vehicles, and yeah, they look really, really cool.
And here they are with the rest of the Mecha Invasion Constructicons, and I think this is a very good set in alt mode too.
Yeah, looks very good. I'm enjoying it.
All right, well, I think we agree too much, so let's disagree for a little bit and talk about how you are going to pick up the Level Resources Metroplex.
So I saw the video on this as well. And
weren't they just like clicking the handle or something?
Yeah, so those are guns, I guess, and they were like, cocking them back, and like they're loading it. I don't know if there's anything that fires from it. That would be kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool if they made them like Nerf guns.
Yeah, that would be really kind of cool. Or if it's just ratcheted for him holding the gun. I don't know, what it is, but I did see it and hear it, and I was just like, okay. Usually guns means, we're at the finishing point, and I still haven't seen anything about how this is going to work with the packaging and what's being shipped out and how it's going to be paid for and all this other stuff. So I'm still on the fence.
So set 1 is going to be the torso for 500. Set 2 will be the arms for 500. Set 3 will be the guns for 200, so on and so forth.
Yeah, that's probably not going to work for me. But I have to see. I do want to see how they're planning on doing this and what the cost is going to be for the complete set. I'm not paying. I don't want to get stuck where it's just like, I got a part of it and I paid such and such, and then they jack the price up, and it's like the first part's $500, and the next part's $1,000, and then whatever. I'm like, what? I need to know.
Or if you pay the 500 and then the 1,000, and then they go out of business.
Yeah. I need some reassurance here.
I don't blame you. So let's see if you guys could give them reassurance in the comments, and we'll be right back with what's incoming and recently released. Now let's move into incoming, and I think Bobby's at least getting one of these.
Oh goodness.
and that is the Overcharge and Galaxy Shuttle on Amazon. They're supposed to arrive before Christmas. So if you order them on Amazon, you should be able to get these soon. And I think you're getting the Galaxy Shuttle. Am I correct?
I am. I missed out on this during its initial run, so I will be picking this up. And I hated the way Blitzwing was, so I'm skipping on this for right now. We'll see if I see it in Ross or something like that, or Ollie's maybe.
$35, like we've gotten some of the leader class legacy already. I'd pick both of these up for $35, but not at their retail price.
Yeah. So
this is all for you, though. We've got Blockies, the golden yearly version, set of 6. So you get all 6 of them for $93.99. And I think you need these to go with your other ones. So you could have, like, you know, a golden Prime in front of a normal Prime.
Yeah, that's gonna be a strong no on that.
You need to get them.
Yeah, I like the way they look. If I was going to do Blockies, which I really do think they're cute, they're cool and fun. And hell, you have some, possibly.
Well, you know, I'm not a completionist like you are. I'm only a completionist in video games, so it doesn't affect me.
Yeah, well, I'm only a completionist in transforming figures.
Nah, you a completionist in Transformers. Give me a break.
But no, they look good. I don't know if I wouldn't do these. I'd probably do some of the others before I did these. That's a better way to say it.
Well, I expect to see the Shattered Glass side swipe in your collection then soon, because you really like that one. And the Megatron. How could we forget about that Megatron? So when we see that, I'll be excited.
I need to hit the lotto.
No, you could try. Go ahead and buy a whole bunch of. Instead of buying one figure, just buy scratcher tickets.
I need to hit for like 500 million, and then all the Blockies will be coming home.
Next up, we have BW TW 1033, and this is Studio Series Dropkick. This is a KO for only about $20, and can I say for $20, that paint job on that car mode is amazing.
I think you should get this.
If it turned into a helicopter as well, like he's supposed to, for $20, I'd pick it up. But look at the tires. Do you see the mushroom pegs?
Mm-hmm.
I sold this out. That's an instant no. But you should get it, on the other hand, because you like cars, and this is a really good car mode.
I do not like muscle cars.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like muscle cars.
Why are we friends?
Yeah. Because we're different. That's why. Yeah, I love exotics. You know.
Yeah. We're definitely different. So.
Yeah. I'm cool.
Yeah. Okay. Well, still pick it up. Next, we've got Iron Factory Drift. This is still supposed to come out by early next month, and here he is with MP Prowl. I swear this thing was smaller when we saw it in person.
It did look smaller in person.
Right? I did not think it was the same size as the MP cars, but I'm glad it is, and I'm glad they scaled well together.
Yeah, it looks really good. I'll be happy to get this as well. I'm debating on something else that we'll discuss offline possibly. And if I get it, then I'll show it off in the hall.
Oh, goodness gracious. Let's just keep it going. And Fans Toys, fantastic models, whatever. Marge, which, again, they are missing the hair. I don't understand it. Let's give Marge her hair back. I guess it's taking a long time to get to the U.S., so the U.S. sellers, like the Chosen Prime, has said that they're having a little bit of delay because of the Christmas season getting this in.
I'm seeing a lot of people show theirs off on Facebook and stuff, and X and things, and I'm jealous. I am jealous. I am still waiting on mine, and I'm a little upset about that.
Yeah, I think you need to make sure that she has her wig on, though. Because it's a travesty. She needs to hide those rabbit ears, and that's a deep cut. You don't probably even understand that with Simpsons, do you?
I know Marge has blue long hair. That's all I can
You
think
don't know about the rabbit ears.
I
Okay.
don't know anything about the rabbit ears.
Well, let's continue to recently released. First thing is New Age Toys, the EX Varan. Sorry, Bobby, this is the best looking one. This looks phenomenal with the colors and everything, and you need to pick it up because it looks amazing. And look at all the other ones; they all look phenomenal.
That's why you should pick them up. I'm good with the ones I picked up.
I have no reason for these. You don't have any reason for them either, but you'll still pick them up. So.
I already picked up the colors I wanted, and I'm good with those.
Now just get this too.
No. I mean,
you need to see how it looks like in hand.
No, I can see from the picture that it looks.
It's in his hand.
Yeah, it looks cool, but yeah, I'm good.
Next up, we have Fans Hobby Tsunami, and this is via Sixo's Transformers Photo Library. So we talked about the KFC Genrai. I thought it would be fun to look at all these. I don't think Hasbro or Fans Hobby nailed it compared to the original toy in the center. They're all. I'm looking at the heads. I think Hasbro's head looks better. Fans Hobbies doesn't even look like Tidal Wave, if you ask me. He looks way too young, for lack of a better term. And I really dislike the feet on Fans Hobbies Tidal Wave. They don't have that iconic slope look that the original, at least to me, his feet were always kind of very unique. And that's completely gone into these big, chunky Mega Man Sonic-like shoes that he has on.
I opted for the Fans Hobby. I don't really care about Tidal Wave that much as a character. I mean, I have it, but it wasn't nowhere near something I loved or had a big connection with. I do like the way that I like the way each one of them kind of represents the original. They have their hits and they have their misses, definitely. But I agree with you. I don't think either one nailed it. But I don't have as much of a care, I guess, because there was some.
Well, you don't have the nostalgia. You didn't play with this when you were like 8 years old when I played with mine.
Yeah, no, definitely didn't.
And it wasn't this color. I still want green no matter what. So whoever comes out with the green one first will probably have my money, whether that's a Generation Selects from Hasbro or that's Fans Hobbies. Who knows which one will come out first.
I do like the size of Hasbro's, though.
You know, I actually like him being a little bit smaller, but I don't like that head on the Fans Hobby one. He looks like a young little whippersnapper, and I always thought he looked like a grumpy old man.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, it's fine. Both of them are fine. Yeah. If Hasbro's honestly came with the Minicon, I would have probably picked it up by now.
Yeah, I can see that.
Doesn't. They gave it random things to come off to connect to Galvatron, and I could care less about that gimmick. If you guys like it, more power to you. I'm talking about my personal experience. So.
Yeah, it's good to see them side by side, though. As well, I haven't really paid attention to any of the side-by-side comparisons.
Yeah. Next up, we got Cyber Era CE06. I don't know if this just came out or not. There's so many of these, but it looks fine.
Yeah, I like the light-up matrix. The shape of the matrix is kind of weird. It's very
square.
Yeah. But again, it's fine for what it is.
I agree.
Not my cup of energon.
Lastly, we have Xtransbots Jansen, the toy colors.
Yeah. I did just get my notification that this is on its way.
Yeah, I think this looks great. I'm honestly thinking about getting it, and honestly, I like it better with the Perceptor head versus the toy head. I think that one looks nicer on this color scheme.
I agree with you. I think I like the I don't like the toy head anyway that much, but I probably, since I have both, I'll probably have the toy head on this one.
Well, I think you should have the toy head on Magnificus because this is also coming out. I think the toy head looks great on this color, though.
I agree, and that's why I will have the toy head on this one as well.
As well. Yeah.
Because yes, I also got notification that this is on its way.
Yeah, I think this one looks great. I'm tempted by it, but there's a lot coming out, so we'll see if I pick it up or not.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm happy. I'm looking forward to both of them, and I like the little figures that come with this as well. They look
I'm
good.
sure you do like the little figures, just like that's your legend collecting self right over there.
Yeah.
So let us know why Bobby should go ahead and do a review on those figures and transform them in the review. And we will see you guys in the next one.
There's already videos on transformation. No need for me to do it.
Yeah, it's fun. I want to see you curse a little bit. So we'll see you in the next one, guys.
See you next time. As always, to all debates are won. Bye.